Alright guys, so one of our skills this month is going to be practicing the draw stroke of your pistol. Okay, now there's two ways that you can do this for this month. You can either work an outside the waistband using like a duty belt of some sort, or you can work the concealed carry draw, which would be raking, and then the draw stroke is pretty much the same. Okay, so it's up to you which way you want to do it. If you are a concealed carry holder, I recommend that you do at least half concealed carry draws and then maybe half outside the waistband draws. Or do 100, or do all of them concealed carry and then some on the outside. If you're typically only used to using a duty belt or some kind of belt rig with an outside the waistband holster, then practice those and maybe skip the concealed carry draws. So whatever you're most likely going to be using on a regular basis, that's what I would practice. If you use both methods, then go ahead and do either 100 each of concealed carry and outside the waistband, or cut it down to just half, so 50 here and 50 here. Okay? So I'm just going to quickly go over the draw stroke process. Now, this is just how I've learned it and how I train. If there's another way that you've learned and that you train, feel free to adapt that to your reps. Okay, so by no means am I pigeonholing you into a specific style. I'm always going to show you the things that I know to have worked best in all my years of actually learning and training. But if you have a different way of doing it that works for you, please go ahead and do that. Okay? Alright, so I'm just going to do a simple draw, and then we'll go ahead and pick up the pace. Okay? So step one is going to be to index your pistol and make sure you get deep up on the back strap here. Okay? So you want the webbing of your hand to be deep into the back strap here. Alright? You want to get a firm grip down onto the handle. Okay? Step two is going to be to clear the holster, and then you're going to drop your elbow here. So that way, if for some reason the threat winds up being in closer, you can still shoot from this position. Okay? Now from here, you're going to go ahead and punch out, and at the same time your free hand here, your support hand, is going to meet. Alright? Then we can come to low ready. Right? We can bring it back into here, and then we will reverse the process to put it back in. Okay? Now, when you're reholstering, there is absolutely no reason why you cannot look at it and take your time reholstering. Okay? If you're to the point in any type of confrontation where you're comfortable putting this back, then it does not need to be done quickly. Okay? So, on the air of caution, always put it back in slowly. Now, for training, I'm just going to show you this is an airsoft replica, okay, that I just use for training. That way I don't have to unload my CCW. Okay, but it's a G19 replica, and it fits perfectly in my holsters. It has similar sights, so I don't need to worry so much about using a live firearm. So if you're going to use your live one, make sure you clear it. Make sure you follow the safety rules as always. Okay? So here we go again. Let's see if I can get this so you can see it. Okay, so it's going to be 1, and I want this hand to come to your chest, so you keep it out of the way. 2 is here. Okay? And then 3 is punch out and get your sights on target. Okay? Then you can go to low ready. You can do your assessment. Okay? You pull it back in and reholster. Okay? So it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3. Low ready. Assess and breathe. Pull it back in. Reholster. Okay? And we're going to work that 100 reps. Okay? Last time. Assess. Big breath. Looking for other threats. Reholster. Okay? So that's pretty much it. That's how we do it. There's an app that I use on my phone, which let me see if I can show you what it's called. It is a random timer that I use for all of my dry fire training. And let's see here. It is called Game Timer. Okay, and it has that icon on it. And the cool thing is that you can set it up for a minimum and maximum amount of seconds. This one I have 15 and 30. And what happens is this. Submarine, done. Okay, and I usually don't look at the timer. Okay, so it has this nice submarine sound. Okay, and you'll see the timer counting down. I don't look though when I'm doing this. I want it to surprise me. Okay, when I hear that sound, you go ahead and draw. Okay, so here we go, watch. Okay, so this is how we'd work it in our training. Okay. Okay, so it's called Game Timer. This is on the iPhone. I'm not sure if they have it for Android or not. However, there might be something like it. Just look for something that's like a random timer. The cool thing about this is that it surprises you. So you're not expecting, you don't know exactly, kind of know when it's going to happen, but not exactly when. And that just gives you a little bit of a surprise. Gives you a little bit of a surprise and allows you to kind of practice on a random time scale. So you could easily not use that and just work 100 reps, nice clean reps. Or if you have more time, go ahead and use something like the random game timer and let it surprise you, work the draw stroke. You don't have to go fast when you do that, but it just basically tells you when you need to draw. Okay, it's just another tool for your training. All right, so that's what we're working. Either outside the waistband, or you can practice your concealed carry, 100 reps for the given weeks, and that's all there is to it. All right, be safe and get all your training done. Make sure you share on Facebook group. Share some video of your training, and if you have any questions, put some questions out there to the group, or you can use our custom quick form so you can get in contact with me if you have specific questions for me. Okay? All right, let's train.